On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Tuesday afternoon to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So over there at the Norman Manley International Airport, the police seized over 90 million Jamaican dollars in the illicit white powdery substance drug. We are talking about the Big C. Yeah man, may I tell you. So a major investigation is underway as the narcotics police probe the circumstances surrounding the seizure of 12 pounds of that illicit drug at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Monday, January 2. Now reports from the police is that around 7 a.m. anomalies were detected in a suitcase destined for the United States of America during a routine security check. The search of that luggage was conducted and the illicit drug, with what is estimated as a street value of $600,000 or 90.6 million Jamaican dollars, was found. A manhunt was launched for the suspect, who was subsequently arrested in the Kingston 6 area. He was arrested on a reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Now over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division, over there in the Sunshine City of Portmore, 4 men who are said to be alleged gangsters were caught trying to dispose of an injured man along the Elsha Main Road in Portmore Sunday morning. So according to reports, about 8:30 a.m., a group of men were seen attempting to throw an injured man from a car, and the police were alerted. So we are going to hear from the acting commanding officer of the St. Catherine South, that is Superintendent Hopeton Nicholson, as he weighs in on that particular incident. So listen to what the superintendent has to say.
The injured man was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. At the time of this report, he was not officially identified. The 2 motor vehicles that were observed leaving the scene were intercepted by the police, and a total of 4 men seen in the vehicles were subsequently detained. One of the detainees is from a corporate area address, while the other 3 gave addresses located in the St. Catherine parish. Our preliminary investigation is suggesting that the now deceased was part of a group of men who were involved in shootings in the corporate area where he was shot and injured, and the men in the vehicle were about to leave him along the Hellshire Main Road when the police approached. The St. Catherine South detectives, as well as detectives from the corporate area, are carrying out investigations. We want to use this opportunity to warn persons, especially young men, not to get involved in gang activities or any criminal activity.
That was the voice of the acting head of the St. Catherine South Police Division, Superintendent Hopeton Nicholson. Now over there in the crime-riddled, crime-plagued Kingston Central Police Division, a woman is now relieved that her life was spared after she get a serious corn-up wound to the chest during an illegal New Year's morning gun salute. Now, the woman in question is presently on your screen, where you can visibly see the wounds that she received. And also in another picture, you can visibly see where one of the gunshot them bore the people them wall. And can you imagine if the can can deal with the wall? So how you think that would have deal with a human being, flesh or bone? Now a Kingston Central mother who was discharged from hospital yesterday but will have to live with a can inside of her chest. She was conned up during an illegal New Year's Eve gun knockings and clappings in the Kingston Central Police Division. Jodi-Ann Sinclair, 34 years old, stated that sometime after 12 a.m. New Year's morning, she came close to that of her death. She stated that she was standing at the corners of Law Street and Gold Street, watching the fireworks displayed during its annual New Year's Day celebration down by the waterfront, when criminal elements in her area rise up the tall up them and start knock it and clap it as they also rang in the new year. She stated that she was in the company of a close friend when she felt something hit her real hard. She cursed a few expletives and said to her friend, "A who fling something lick me." But to her friend's surprise, it was a can up wound to her chest. She was immediately rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital where she was treated. She also stated, and I quote, "I did a CT scan yesterday and the doctor them said them see the bullet in my chest, but me have to go live with it for the rest of my life because to which part it there, if they move it, it might kill me." Now, this woman was one of many who narrowly escaped her loss of life in this New Year's morning celebration by criminal elements. So my peeps, I would beg to ask, next year, whilst ringing in the new year, try to stay clear of these criminal elements. Yeah man, but anyway, make we continue. Now over there in a rural section of St. Andrew known as Mavis Bank, a little section in a Mavis Bank known as Westphalia District, on Monday morning, a man ended up losing 3 pints over a $100 bill. We not talk about US $100 or CI $100 or the British $100. We are talking about a naked Jamaican $100. Now the deceased man has since been identified as 28-year-old Johnny Walker. Yeah man, boy, me I tell you say, back in them days there, sometimes I wonder where them people did that think when time they name them pitney. But that is actually his name, Johnny Walker. Yeah man. He's also affectionately called Teddy in his community. Now the Mavis Bank police reported that on New Year's Eve night, Johnny Walker and another farmer had a dispute over a $100 bill whilst they were gambling in the square of Mavis Bank. This led to a fight which residents intervened and parted. The police stated that around 9:30 a.m. on Monday morning, Johnny Walker was coming from a shop and heading to his bush with his machete in his hand when he was confronted by the other farmer which he had that dispute with along the school road in the community. The altercation again developed, which led to a fight. During the fight, Johnny Walker was injured several times with a blunt instrument to his torso. He was taken to the hospital where, sadly, he was pronounced you know what. The police stated that the suspect, who get a cut on his left hand and forehead, handed himself over to the Mavis Bank police station shortly after the incident. Now on the spot news media received photographs of that gruesome and bloody attack on me. I tell them my peeps, and I'm not normal. It come like the man use a knife and carve out the whole of the man head top, the whole of the man tripe out and belly, drop. Oh, John no star me, I tell you. All of that over $100 bill. Now, whichever jail cell you sit down in Upper Mavis Bank police station right now, I'm pretty sure you're reflecting on yourself and what you had done. And I'm pretty sure by now you're supposed to say to yourself, was it really worth it? Sometimes, my peeps, we have to just live down some things and stop allow the ego to get the better of us. Yeah, man. So anyway, make we continue. Now, this evening's set of news would definitely not be news if Mobay never find itself a part of it. Now, the police over there in St. James has confirmed that its first loss of life since the start of 2023 is that of a British national. That man got cut down in a hail of bullets in Bogue Hill, St. James on Monday. So the deceased man has since been identified as 33-year-old Sean Patterson, a personal trainer who resides in West London in Great Britain. Reports from the Montego Bay police is that sometime after 11 a.m. that morning, Patterson was standing on the pool deck of the One Love Villa in Bogue Hill, Montego Bay, when he was approached by a criminal element with a handgun in his hand. Now, this is where that unfortunate incident took place. It is reported that the criminal element chased Patterson and conned him up multiple times. The police was called into that gruesome and bloody scene where they stated that they saw Patterson laying in a pool of red substance that leaked out of his body. He was, however, rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital in an attempt to save his life, but sadly, he was pronounced you know what. A friend who is said to be close to the deceased person stated that Patterson arrived in the island on a Virgin Airline flight from London, England on December 29th. That friend also stated that Patterson spent 3 days at a popular apartment complex in Freeport, but later booked in at the One Love Villa in Bogue Hill. The 34-year-old suspect, who is said to be from Kingston, was allegedly deported from England in 2013. Patterson is the first person to have his life snuffed by criminal elements in Montego Bay, that is in the St. James Police Division, since the start of the year. In 2022, the St. James Police Division recorded a whopping 198 loss of life for that year, which closed out Jamaica as the most murderous parish. Yeah, man. Me a telling you, my peeps, say, don't a Mobay there, definitely nah play. So, of course, them start off the new year with a bang. I just hope that the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition can definitely come together and devise a plan to break this crisis spell that lingers over Jamaica, the death, doom and gloom that hovers over our heads on a daily basis. I just hope that they can bring this crime problem to a relatively okay level where we can start to live our lives the way that we were meant to live it, without fear of being taken out by criminal elements. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.